Greetings, one and all. I am Natural Mystic, and I hope we are all bouncing back just like how I am. I record vlogs, blogs, podcasts. So if you'd like to look for me, you can find me at I am, as in I am Natural Mystic. This particular sort of series that I've started to record is a little bit different in regards to what I've done in the past. This is about my actual career path. And as you can see from the thumbnail or the tag photo, I'm really trying to unlearn a lot of the shit that I was taught, especially by people who didn't know what they were doing. So, with all that being said, where do we start? So, I'm going to go through the career aspect, all the jobs and the work that it is that I've done, which makes me feel as if I've got a little bit of insight into where I'm actually going with this series. So, I started working when I was 9 years old. It was through choice in that respect. I wasn't forced out there, it wasn't child labor in that respect, but I was just helping a family member on their stall at Camden Market, believe it or not. And there was another stall holder who was about to go away and have a baby, and she needed someone to take care of the stall. So there I was, 9 years old, and I was given this responsibility. So she used to help me come and set up, and and then she used to leave me for the day with the cash and bits and pieces. But what she did teach me to do was how to start making my own pieces, and I never really looked at how useful is the word I'm gonna use, that particular skill, opening up that part of my mind was at such a young, tender age. Also, the element of this woman actually having her own business and being actually quite financially well off, living in a nice house, having a decent family, driving a decent car, and we're talking like, mid 80s. So this is quite some time ago. But she was doing quite well for herself. And it I'll be honest with you, I wish at that point that I'd actually taken a little bit more time to learn about entrepreneurship or learn about business and actually taking those skills that she, started to nurture within me, taking them forward. And that was like the beginning of me going out into the real world and meeting people and, kind of find out what I was good at, what I wanted to be when I was older. Because you always get that question, don't you? What do you want to be when you're older? What do you want to be when you grow up? And to be honest, I never really knew. So where I am in life now has made me start doing these resonates. And the reason why I've called it resonate, because eight, as we know, is a continuous line, it's circle that are connected, but not intertwined. And this is where I thought to myself, do you know what? It's probably about time that I do like a little bit of a late night chat, get a little bit honest with myself, get a little bit honest with you all, and just give you a brief outline as to how these sorts of conversations and how things that you may see your children doing when they're young and how they can be nurtured. So, I was there rain, summer, winter, fall, you name it, but it really wasn't a problem because I felt very much independent. I felt in charge. I felt trusted. I felt like I had a sense of responsibility. And I really enjoyed being out there, with the other market stall holders, the traders, and just listening to the general chit chat and the banter they all used to have, albeit I was quite so young. They treated me quite like an elder, like an adult, that sort of thing. I wasn't sent to go and get the tea. I used to have someone go and get my tea for me if that was the case, or my hot chocolate. So it's just to kind of start the conversation, like I'm saying, like, children have just got their exam results, they're heading off into university. Oh, that's a different conversation. And but I just wanted to say, like, that paper round or that volunteering that you see that your child is kind of getting into, or, they keep persistently asking you to go somewhere because they're curious about something. It doesn't always mean that you have to spend money, but, they dig into it is what it is that I say. Because I've realized that later in life, those crafting skills, knowing how to use a set of pliers and wire cutters and all that sort of thing, is actually coming very, very handy in regards to the career and the sort of work environment that I'm in now, which eventually I will get to. And I'm sure some of you know what it is that I do, but I will go into detail about how I got there. And this is just, like I said, a quick insight into nurturing those early stages of life in regards to your children and your young people, especially. And with it me being a mentor for girls, I also just want to say that we maybe should try to not always push them into what we would consider a traditional career for girls or females, and help them explore other avenues outside of what it is that we are normally told what it is that we should do or what we're guided into throughout school and that sort of thing. And don't let, like the schools or friends or family member even influence the decision that your child's going to make in regards to their career. And I'll just quickly wrap this up because this isn't a long one. This is, like I said, just a bit of an introduction with regards to where I'm going with these recordings. But when I was younger, I've got a family member whose birthday is quite close to myself. And because we're both the same star sign, we kind of were very much compared to each other personality wise and characteristic wise as I was growing up. So therefore, in regards to work or career and job, it just seemed natural for my family to want to push me into the same thing that she was doing, albeit she's got a very nice career, she's got a very nice lifestyle, she's doing well for herself, but it's a different environment now in regards to the education system that they, wanted me to get involved into. So I started out as that, but I didn't end up being a teacher or working in education in that way. So it's just to say, like, yeah, really tap into what it is that your children kind of repeatedly do. What sort of things are they playing with? Is it like stickle bricks or Lego? Because obviously I'm not being sponsored for this, but I don't really want to sort of mention too many brands as such. But yeah, just have a look at what they're doing. Are they really creative? Are they always drawing? Are they making up stories? Um, but yeah, those are the sorts of things I'd really like you to consider, especially with it coming up towards the end of the summer holiday. What have you been doing with your children? But this isn't just for children. This is definitely for adults, but in a way that I'd like to sort of explore the different things that I've done that has led me on the career path that I'm on now. And I would have never have really have thought about this um as a youngster. But everything that I've been through has led me to where it is that I am now. So it's a kind of a bittersweet thing. I wish I'd done it when I was younger, but I'm glad that I've found it at the age that I am now, and I'm still got enough in me to actually achieve what it is that I wanted to achieve a little while back. So with all that being said, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Natural Mystic, and as we say at the end, please continue to listen. Share this with a friend. Leave a comment if you don't mind. And if you want to be part of the conversation, let me know. Also, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, as me like to say. And really just thank you for taking the moments that you have done in the past to kind of watch what it is that I'm doing, look at what I'm doing, and just seeing where my journey's been. There's a few recordings prior to this that actually give you a little bit of an insight into what sort of person I am and things that I've done in the past that have led me to where it is that I am now. So with all that being said, thank you very much. I am Natural Mystic. I am bouncing back. You're bouncing back too. Some people call me Ladybug. I call you all my love bugs. And we will catch up next week for another Resonate with Rena.